Let me see your handwriting. Write whatever you want.
I'm gonna be keeping an eye on the YouTube chat today. Actually, maybe I'll keep an eye on the Twitch chat. Twitch chat more active. I got black decaf coffee. I get why you're asking why decaf. Why the hell not? I got a new keyboard, so the keyboard was broken. Ended up.
Let me see your handwriting. Write whatever you want.
We'll see how it goes. Actually, I need stream then go chat section. There we go. Right, let's start. Just go check my audio's all good. Bring that down a little bit and bring this up a little bit. There we go. Let's go through the story. Right, we're on. Forgot we had battle time last time. Let's go through. We'll be streaming till probably 6. Should I say 6 to 9? No, streaming till. Let's do 9:30 again. I think 9:30 is a good road to put it out. We'll do till 9:30 tonight. Goodness gracious. Alright.
Will I get what I want this time?
I need to go. It's not going to be as many streams next week because I'm going to be away for a little bit of the week.
Here we
So
go.
girl is going to be
My turn.
doing her own little thing, but
Eat this.
it's the weekend.
Are you okay?
I can't fully remember,
It
but
was just careless.
we'll see how it
Right.
goes.
Shine down upon me.
Here I come.
Adds to if
Step
we'll
back.
do 3 or 2 streams.
Can you make a call?
I didn't even sweat.
I'll be doing a stream on probably.
It's time.
Here we
The
go.
enemies are
I'm
weak.
trying to think when
Now's
to
our
do one
chance.
on.
Savior,
I'll probably do one on Sunday. We'll see.
bring it on.
Keep up the momentum. Watch out. It's getting better. Careful. Keep a distance from it.
Right. Shine down upon me.
Here I come.
You won't escape.
I'm not afraid.
Ooh.
It's time.
Here we
A
go.
little bit extra.
It's time to let's move.
I won't lose to you.
I need to change her hair. I forgot that.
Savior.
Get her blonde hair.
End it.
My turn.
Don't get too close. You'll hurt yourself.
Savior.
I'm here. It's done.
There we go. We're all
Everything
good.
went well.
Heck, that's so good. We've got all those. I'll probably do like, I'm debating, I thought of alternating them, but I think it just makes sense to do one series on Twitch and another one on Instagram, so I'll do this. Actually, I need to go back. I need to go back so I can decorate my girl. Let's decorate our world. We're gonna do the house feature today. Let's have a look. Give it scroll down. Sylvia gets. There we go. I'm going to a Limited Deepspace meetup, hopefully on next week as well. So if you see me, then feel free to drop by and say hi. If you're in the future and you're watching this VOD from there, it was lovely meeting you. But let's. Okay, let's see what happens. Bang, the tall thin backtracker is pushed through the door. That's a nice start. I follow Xavier and take a moment to glance at the. Oh, sorry, No worries. No worries, agency. It sounds like an organization that makes money to solve problems. Upon entering, I see the decor is. Oh, whoa, we are going down, down, down. I see the decor is just like the stuff you'd see in the offices of old TV dramas. Simple yet refreshing. They carry the saints. They carry the faint scent of plants and wood. It's formal and not what I had imagined. Xavier locks the door and acts more like the owner of the office rather than the actual owner.
Sullivan, has Soren contacted you recently?
It's been ages since we last saw each other. Do you have anything else to say?
Yeah, we're all good.
The holy sword of the goddess manifested here. We don't know what will appear next. Now's not the time for a heart-to-heart. Has Soren contacted you?
No.
What about the 4 people you're close to?
One chose Soren in the end.
As the Rainbow Runners prefect and resource coordinator for the Backtrackers, your data integration abilities shouldn't have deteriorated, right?
What are you trying to say?
Xavier doesn't respond. Instead, he turns and begins surveying the small office. He stops before a corkboard covered with photos.
Back then, Traceback 2 landed at a space-time anchor point that was outside the margin of error. The first plan was immediately scrapped. After the second plan was agreed upon, we spent 20 years searching for suitable magnetic field points and planted 53 flux nexuses.
I haven't forgotten. That was to detect Earth's energy flow, so we could immediately detect the formation of an ether core. Unfortunately, as soon as the Chrono Rift catastrophe appeared, all our plans were ruined. Those flux nexuses could only be shut down.
What if I said that the flux nexuses weren't actually turned off? Rather, they were changed to serve another purpose.
Pinching the corner of a photo between his fingertips, Xavier runs his thumbs over the blurry, frayed image. It appears to be a group of young people wearing matching uniforms. They're standing before the Holy Sword when it was still pristine.
Are you saying the Holy Sword of the Goddess appeared because Soren modified the flux nexuses?
Some of the ones you set up may have been modified as well. Back then, to ensure the plan wasn't leaked, each person only knew the locations of the anchor points they set up. And the map showing all the anchor points is hidden in your psychically sealed compartment. I need that map.
Sullivan, who has been confrontational with Xavier, lets out a hearty laugh and flops his tense self onto the sofa.
I already left the Backtrackers, Captain. I swore never to interfere with any Backtrackers.
Xavier takes a map of Lincoln City and spreads it out in front of Sullivan.
Just mark the anchor points in Lincoln. That'll do.
Think of me as an aging old man. I can no longer chase the dreams of my youth.
The old photo is pushed across the map.
Sure. After all, you're willing to let them be buried in the dream you abandoned.
The cold sneer Sullivan forced onto his face immediately crumbles, and he looks away with an icy expression.
You think that will make me come back crying and ensure I swear my loyalty to you again? You're too...
Save the complaints for next time. Assuming there is one anyway.
This is the second time Xavier has interrupted him. I'm nervous because I rarely see him emanate an imitating aura. What kind of attitude with that kind of attitude, I can only hope Sullivan doesn't get angry and side with Soren out of spite.
The holy sword of the goddess has appeared. Doesn't that mean Soren's plan might succeed? The holy sword of the goddess was the first to manifest, which proves he remembers the oath we swore before it. He's staying true to himself. Shouldn't you be happy?
But his actions are tearing Philos apart, which will accelerate the death of the planet.
What?
He lost his mind. Have you also gone mad?
Yes, it seems so
What do
that
you
he
mean
has.
he's tearing Philos apart?
Xavier extends his hand, clenches his fist, and grey dust particles fall in front of Sullivan. The falling dust shatters the serenity in Sullivan's gaze. He leaps up from the sofa.
The Philos that's being transferred through a magnetic field overlap is the same Philos in our memories. But it won't be for long. He modified the flux nexuses to perform an energy traction. To be more specific, he used the RMFMA's spatial overlap principles as a basis for cutting and transplanting Philos. Unlike the planet transplantation we theorized, this method will cause the fragments of Philos to lose their original energy when they arrive on Earth. What he's bringing isn't Philos, but rather the broken corpse of a lifeless planet. The decay of the holy sword of the goddess has only just begun.
The grey dust sits as a thin line on the table. It's so fragile that it doesn't need wind or rain to disperse. I'm just making sure my audio is good. Sullivan's hands tremble. He wants to touch the dust particles, but doesn't dare to get close.
Our everlasting statue. As long as Philos stands, it will never fall.
Heavy silence fills the room. It presses down on everything. No one dares to breathe. Oh. I notice a soft sigh that Xavier hid behind his calm words. It's so gentle, as if he's afraid of disturbing something.
This is what you left with me back then.
He takes out a familiar badge from his pocket and places it beside the dust from the monument.
Now, using my authority as Savior, I invite you once again, be my vice captain.
There's a stack of neatly arranged forms on the desk. They match the officer's interior. The note looks there. There seems to be a request form for lost items. Mr. Yang, Building 12, Unit 102, urgently seeking a melodious laughing thrush that flew away from the backyard at noon.
I hope that melodious laughing thrush hasn't wandered too far. Let's go.
Oh, goodness gracious, I'm so tired. Didn't expect to be tired today. On to the next one. The streets outside the window are a blur as the hastily repaired truck carries us towards the other side of the city.
You ran into old Sully? He opened an agency? He's doing work for his neighborhood?
I'm not surprised. He's a people-pleasing bootlicker. And he has a forgettable face, too.
Quiet.
Before meeting up with you, we visited 3 locations where I remembered flux nexuses had been planted. 2 of them showed no activity, but we removed them just to be safe. The third one we collected was at Triumph Avenue. The street in front of our academy had manifested. That was the first time I saw it so deserted. There wasn't a soul around.
No one being present is a good thing.
Seeing Jeremiah's confusion, I sigh as well and give him a short recap of the conversation between Xavier and
The
Sullivan.
holy sword is deteriorating. The wavy leaf sea lavender is withering. These are all signs that point to the planet's energy being drained. But it shouldn't happen this quickly. Transplanted planets do experience a phase where their energy is taken away, but the new energy should be enough to sustain them through this transition.
Earth's ether core hasn't fully matured yet. It can't meet the requirements to support Philos. The second plan requires an ether core that matures when Earth collapses. Then Earth's energy won't be directly siphoned if people start appearing in the magnetic field overlap.
As silence falls over the truck, the clamour of Lincoln officially waking up drifts in. It's mingled with the sound of rush hour traffic.
Soren did a calculation. Even with planet transplantation, people still have a 53% chance of surviving the process.
53.
That's 1% higher than the chance of doing a successful backtracking.
I think His Highness, the Crown Prince knockoff, is missing Soren again.
This isn't an experiment. It's a gamble.
When you first proposed the concept of backtracking, how many people supported you, Xavier? 80% of people thought you were joking, and the remaining 20% thought you were
Is he
insane.
really on Soren's side now?
Do you even remember how many times your backtracking experiments failed?
Bro.
It was okay for you to fail again and again, but when it's someone else's turn, it becomes a gamble?
Because he's literally destroying a planet, Isaiah.
Is it because you're the crown prince?
No.
So you get special privileges?
That is goodness
Those
gracious.
who only ever think about power always seem to see that fault in others.
Yeah.
Since you can fail 100 times, Xavier, other people should be allowed to fail 99 times. Let's look at Philos' situation and assume that letting 1 million people die could save 1.01 million people. You should know what the correct choice is.
The truck turns at an intersection. Isaiah slams on the brakes and stops the vehicle in a deserted corner. He grits his teeth and glares at Isaiah.
Now I understand
Jeremiah.
how that human-eating planet and the royal family that upholds it came to be. You stand in the clouds at 10,000 meters. 1 million people look like densely packed grains of sand beneath your feet. They mean nothing to you. But I stand on the ground. So let me tell you that they're people, just like us. Each and every one of them.
Yeah, he wants to protect the other guy.
They each have a name. They're not a string of numbers.
Exactly.
In other words, we let everyone die together while chanting all lives are equal?
If anyone needs to be sacrificed, it should be scum like you who don't see people as humans.
Ooh. The two start scoffing as if they're competing. I seize the opportunity to interrupt them before they continue. Have you ever thought about Earth? Does our planet need to
Earth's
die?
collapse during the apocalypse is inevitable. Why should we worry about Earth if we can't even save Philos?
Okay, you two should stop arguing. Listen to your spies. Listening to your spat is giving me a headache. For a moment, only the engine's vibrations remain. Xavier taps Jeremiah's chair and the truck starts moving again.
Operation Backtrack's first choice was to take the planetary core, which only forms when a planet is dying. It's like taking organs that are still viable from a dying person's body and transplanting them into someone who needs them. When we made that decision, we knew how great the risk of landing during a planet's destruction would be. We might get caught in cosmic winds that form because of the energy. Or we might be annihilated along with the fracturing tectonic plates. But the reason why every backtracker agreed to it? We refused to survive by sacrificing some to save others. So even if we needed other planets' planetary cores, we had to wait until the planet died. Philos' new future can't involve endless sacrifice again.
His gaze, sharp and intense beneath a calm surface, is directed towards the rearview mirror. It's as if he can peer into the hearts of his two former teammates. Through it.
Should we ever reach a moment when sacrifice becomes necessary, we only have the right to sacrifice ourselves. We don't decide who lives or dies.
Oh,
So,
this is good.
this topic lacks the necessity for discussion on a fundamental level.
Yeah.
I agree with Xavier. The backtrackers who risk being destroyed along with the planet are essentially sacrificed, right? You're planning to use one final sacrifice to turn the situation around? This is the true nature beneath the backtrackers' madness. The journey they've embarked on is one without blessings, a potential dead end, leading to their lives vanishing in the vast cosmos.
We're gambling everything. But I also said I'd bring them home. The second plan is still viable. However, external thorns won't be the only obstacles. There's also
The human heart. Xavier lowers his gaze. Maybe nothing can shake his resolve, but what about the others? Who would have thought that even this abandoned park in Old Quarter had a flux nexus for years? Fortunately, the energy in this area is stable and the flux nexus shows no signs of modification. After removing it, our search is interrupted.
The flux nexuses we were aware of are just these. What about the others?
Both our Huntress watches receive emergency alerts at the same time. Xavier and I look at each other. Something bad is about to happen. Oh. The warning from the association says abnormal magnetic fields in multiple locations across Lincoln City have simultaneously exceeded the safety threshold.
Soren started moving quickly.
Why is he rushing? He's never been this impatient before.
I'll report to Captain Jenner first about how to deal with the abnormal magnetic fields.
Other hunters can remove the flux nexuses by using the association's weapons. If all of them work together, we should be able to suppress these abnormal magnetic fields. As for the remaining flux nexuses...
Can't you drag Sullivan here like you did with me? You could have given out an order,
It's
forced him to
my,
help, or even threatened him.
My guy. Hey.
Those methods would have failed.
Oh.
I have to hear that as soon as I show up. I'm starting to question whether or not I made the right choice.
An unexpected figure approaches. He stands out under the sunlight. Annoyed, Sullivan glares at Isaiah and stands over a neatly folded map.
Take it before I change my mind.
Sorry. The stunned silence lasts for a moment. Xavier steps forward first, his gaze lingering beneath his badge. A hint of a smile appears at the corner of his mouth.
Since you're here, I won't give you the chance to change your mind.
You're not allowed to leave now, brother. You're trapped. You're trapped here forever. Dragged another one into our gang of misfits, I guess. Oh, I love having a warm coffee in my stream. I may get my blanket, I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll do a BRB if that's the case. From that point on, no one wastes another word. Their attention is focused on the...
The 6 flux nexuses in the southeastern region match up with the abnormal magnetic fields the Association detected. We've already investigated the central area. What's left is the southwestern corner and this northern region.
Wait, the flux nexus to the north seems to be concentrated.
We've calculated the detection points for Earth's energy flows. The northern areas in Lincoln City are dominant zones. As far as I'm aware, at least 3 backtrackers have planted flux nexuses in this region.
Isn't that No Hunt Zone number 39 where the holy sword of the goddess stands? No wonder a large magnetic field is still present.
If I may, the magnetic field around the Holy Sword is like the largest putrefied area on a flower petal.
So, it's like, sorry, Jeremiah's great. That moment reminded me of those, like, ones where I was like, well, actually.
If that was the only one, the flower would take 3 days to wither.
Okay.
But if other putrefied areas appear, they'll rapidly connect into a decaying network. The time it'll take for them to wither will be significantly decreased.
Cut to the chase. How much time do we have?
Jeremiah opens his phone and runs calculations using a temporarily constructed magnetic field data network.
3 hours.
Oh.
We need to destroy the real flux nexuses that are around the Holy Sword within 3 hours. To ensure it goes smoothly, we have to prevent other putrefied areas from appearing.
3 hours isn't enough. We can't even get into the magnetic field overlap behind the Holy Sword right now.
You're talking about that large magnetic field. Why not?
The Holy Sword is massive. I figured it'd need a lot of energy to materialize, so I took some time to collect data on it. But the system failed to do that. It could only monitor environmental energy around the magnetic field's perimeter and some disrupted anomalous data.
By utilizing the spatial reconstruction characteristics of reflected magnetic field energy analyzers, we can create magnetic field barriers. It was only speculation back then, but it seems to have been confirmed. Whether it's the RMFMA or the flux nexuses with modified protocores, they're all part of Soren's experiments.
That guy has gotten more determined since he went insane.
I hate to admit it, but I agree with this hypocrite.
Magnetic field stabilizers are part of a monitoring network spanning all of Lincoln City. We need the Hunters Association system.
Xavier shares his highest level clearance with me once again.
Use these credentials to synchronize and mark the locations of the remaining flux nexuses in the stabilizer system. Tell Jenna and the Association to prioritize destroying the places that match the anomalous magnetic field patterns. The remaining ones...
I'll lead a team to eliminate them.
Jeremiah and Isaiah will go with you. I'll deal with the magnetic field barrier.
Even though I haven't figured out what Xavier will do, I grab his wrist. You're not allowed to be reckless.
Don't worry. The situation is unclear, so I won't exhaust myself on the first go.
What's your plan? You don't have one.
No matter how advanced Soren's technology is, it can only utilize Earth's current energy limits. But there's still one place where power from Philos exists.
Don't tell me it's...
Xavier, what are you trying to do? I knew it. The more normal someone seems, the more insane they actually are.
I'm going with you no matter what.
Okay.
Even during the day, No Hunt Zone number 42 is shrouded in dark clouds. In a flash, Xavier appears above the wreckage of Traceback 2 with me in his arms. The exposed transmission system is visible under our feet. I knew he was talking about Traceback 2. Xavier gets down on one knee and traces the damaged edges. The central panel lights up. Energy particles separate from the air and converge into streams of light before finally condensing into a brilliant blue brick.
This is the power source that supplies energy to Traceback 2's transmission system. Echo. Powering a massive vessel requires 12 of these operating in a rotation. Our preparations took a very long time because we had to manufacture enough Echo units. We even mobilized all available resources. Unfortunately, 11 of them suffered severe damage in the final backtrack. This one was preserved the best when we landed.
Are there resources on Earth that can repair it?
Some parts can be replaced. But for the most important component, the materials here aren't good enough. Echo can convert evil energy into power, and a sufficiently strong evil can also activate Echo. If we were still on Philos, we'd only need a few evolvers to restart it. But here... on Philos, an evolver's evil energy and life force are one and the same. Using your evil means you're consuming your own life for power. On Earth, we're displaced in time and space. The energy we consume can't be regenerated. With the current state of our evols, we can't do it.
He clenches his hand into a fist and presses it against the spaceship rusted hull. In other words, the one we have now is your last hope for restarting Traceback 2.
But it will never have a chance to awaken again.
The rotating blue cube occasionally releases drifting energy particles, and Xavier gently grabs it. It's like holding a weak heart that's still beating. Xavier. Oh boy. The broken portholes hang and reflect the bustling crowd the spaceship once carried, and there was that young man sitting alone beyond the lamplight. It quietly visits the distant planet during a quiet spring. A knight's boots step onto unfamiliar yet soft earth. People appeared for it, surrounded it, poured everything into it, and then they left it behind one by one. On nights when silver waterfalls cascade, empty syringes roll and fall. Someone once curled up in its pod. Dreams keep it close to its homeland. I don't think that meant to say syringes, but anyway. Right, I'm gonna quickly go to loot. So I go on. Yes, we're at 9, so I'm gonna quickly do a BRB. Okay, we are back. Right, let's get into swap. Xavier, what the fuck? Oh, it's just my tablet. Sorry, guys, my tablet just landed on the floor. Shit. Sorry. Everything's falling over today. Sorry, y'all. My tablet just had to go do a flip. There we go. We're back. Ah! Are you actually going to use the spaceship's remaining energy?
This is the only way.
I know, but I'm not asking about Xavier's decision. I'm asking Xavier's heart. I take Xavier's wrist and place it against his chest. It's obvious it doesn't want to do this. He freezes, only his heartbeat that's transmitted through bone and flesh pulses in sync with echoes flickering blue light.
Backtrackers were a group seeking death, and Traceback 2 is their ferry. It's harsh, but we didn't deny that assessment, not even once. Every backtracker knew it was a chariot carrying idealists to victory, or a coffin burying those lost in delusions.
This game is so good with its writing, but also so haunting. Like, what? Or a coffin buried those and oh, that is horrid.
This isn't our most desperate hour yet. It still has the chance to uphold a knight's honor, to spend its final moments in battle. It's willing.
I guide his hand down to gently grasp the blue cube. I feel the faint energy particles flowing across our palms. When we were caught in Soren's trap, we managed to escape because of this. Can we spend a little more time with it? 5 minutes?
Of course.
We opened zone number 40. Thank you, Streambot. No HUD zone number 42. Lush expense stretches out. We hit side by side. We let the forest breeze wash over us. The past few days keep turning over in my mind, and I find myself grabbing the moments that stand out to me. The badge you left for Sullivan looks a lot like the one I saw on Isaiah.
The badges from the Order of Lightseekers. The stars on Isaiah's badge represent the Star Hunters, and the arc on Sullivan's represents the Rainbow Runners. All the backtrackers were part of the Order of Lightseekers, and most members of the Order of Lightseekers were students from Astria Knight Academy.
That name is familiar for some reason. In the memories that come back to me, the holy sword of the goddess, I think I was one of them. If all the backtrackers were part of the Order of Lightseekers, then Isaiah really was wearing their uniform.
Yeah.
That explains why he treasures it so much. It's a shame I never got to see you wear your knight's attire.
Jeremiah made a few new sets. According to him, they're perfect replicas. There might still be a chance.
His skills are incredibly versatile. I can't believe he can make he can make even
Quite a
make
few people
clothes.
used to go to him for repairs. Isaiah's outfit was well preserved because of him. Some of our comrades were skilled at maintaining our badges. They'd polish them until they shine. Sullivan's Evol was remarkably effective at treating insomnia. Everyone called him the Sandman behind his back.
Who would have thought that his powerful evil could be used like that? Run down here so I can charge it. That reminds me, I need to watch Sandman season 2. It's a new season of Bridgerton as well, and I've been keeping up with Jujutsu Kaisen. 2026 is really a month where we're getting fed well, huh? Scenes from that brief encounter spring to life, though through his stories, the faces I glimpsed through the porthole become real. Oh my god. As I try to imagine their time together, I can't help but smile, yet my heart is heavy with emotion. How did the backtrackers end up like this? Xavier shakes his head as if he shares the same confusion. It's also like he is using the gesture to suppress certain feelings once more.
On a ship that could never reach the shore, the food ran out. Someone said they were willing to sacrifice themselves to keep everyone going. I told them to abandon ship, even if it was temporary.
They wouldn't accept
It
it?
was the ship carrying them in their search for humanity's only hope. All the while, they bore every curse, every ounce of scorn.
Xavier drifts on the wind. Leaves drift on the wind. Xavier catches one, holds it between his fingers for a moment, then lets it return to the breeze. Maybe he let things go like that before and allowed those close to him to walk
The
away.
arguments grew heated, and someone accidentally damaged Echo. I didn't stop it in time, and the backtrackers fell apart starting at that moment.
So that's how those evil energy wound up there. But your evil was in the deepest layer, and Echo wasn't completely damaged. You protected it. Why didn't you tell the other backtrackers? You could have said that it was possible to repair the spaceship.
Very few people can fight against the passage of time and guard an uncertain future.
In the end, only you remained, and you're the person who advised everyone to abandon the ship while continuing to watch over Traceback 2.
I wasn't alone for long, though. After I discovered what Jeremiah was doing to the spaceship, I stopped repairing it. The necessary materials were already scarce to begin with. He took more parts, and I could only fix so much.
I wish you lived as freely as Jeremiah, even if it was just for one
Aren't
day.
I already doing that?
Yeah. Being able to go off to go wherever you want isn't freedom. Following your heart is. Take right now, for instance. Xavier, do you dare to say you're not sad? There are no backtrackers here, no knights. You're not anyone's captain. You also have the right to be sad. You can grieve. His body tenses for a moment before pulling away from my shoulder. He takes the only warmth in the wind with him. For some reason, I hold back the urge to turn around and look.
My heart knows retreat isn't an option. I won't hesitate nor have any regrets. I will take Echo, but
No. My boy! No, the sweet summer child boy, no! He hugs me from behind, his warmth seeps through our clothes to press against my shoulder blades. Oh,
I want your forgiveness.
I'm going to cry. I bite my lip. I'm grateful that I didn't turn around. He doesn't need to see the tears welling up in my eyes. Oh. No one, not even me, has the right to forgive you. If a mission requires you to shoulder everything for everyone and forge ahead relentlessly, then the person who gave you that order should be responsible for you. Take Echo. This game. Take Echo. This is my decision and this is an order. I'm giving to you. My memories are somewhat hazy, but I know we fought side by side on Philos. Maybe we were close, or maybe we also parted ways. But right now, I'm here. I'm by your side. Since taking Echo is the only option, this is a decision we're making together. Oh. You won't accept it?
How could I not?
No.
Since we made this choice, let's say goodbye to Echo together.
The wind has stopped at some point, and the forest falls into absolute silence. Xavier supports me as we reach into the deepest part of the spaceship's system. Light swirls around us as evil recognition mechanisms activate to give us access. The massive vessel beneath our feet emits a gentle hum. The giant beast that has slumbered for ages slowly stirs to life.
The silence system has been activated. The countdown is 90 minutes. As per subsystem command, farewell mode will now be initiated. Compiling data. It's been a long time, Captain. The vital signs monitoring system shows that nearly 3/4 of the backtrackers are still alive. I'm glad. In 88 minutes and 39 seconds, I will join Traceback 1's remaining cables and enter eternal silence mode. For humans, farewells are always heavy, but please do not gaze upon extinguished stars. Someday, when time no longer exists, new stars will rise from where the old ones fell. Good night, backtrackers. Good night, universe.
Oh, bye, Traceback 2. Bye, old Bobby. Oh, it's sad. Alright, let's do the challenge. Do this one. Got Raphael really quickly. Oh, that is so sad. Let's say goodbye to our ship, Bubby. Stuff. I wait for it to go into.
The storm shall crush impudence. These waters, the tide's judgment,
Shall descend here and now. Roll well. I need you.
that's your wish. Oh, good. The sound of death.
Hopefully, while the battle's on, it's a crash for me. That's what I'm hoping. We don't get
Shall
a crash
descend here
situation.
and now. Farewell.
Yeah. Exit that one. I don't know if there's going to be multiple here. Because I don't know if we've hit the end of the chapter or something like that. Oh, what's happened to my camera? Right, we're back. I think it glitched. I didn't notice it glitched for a little bit. Whoops. Right, let's do all the battle stuffs. Maybe I just do B.O.B. while we do all the battle stuff, because it's gonna be the same mission. You know, I'll just let it go through. See how we do. I didn't know my camera was glitching out like that much. I had no idea.
The sea doesn't tolerate insults or sacrilege. The tide's judgment
shall descend here and now. I need you.
That's your wish. Don't underestimate the tide's judgment.
Shall descend here and now.
Ripples in a breeze.
A drop in the ocean.
There we go. We've got a lot of battles going on here. A lot. Another one.
The storm shall crush impudence. These waters will the tide's judgment
shall descend here and now. Oh, sea god, I summon you.
I hear you.
I'm getting the hang of it.
Focus on staying safe. Why are you getting close?
We crushed them.
There we go. Alright. Exit that. Don't get me into another fight. I want to continue reading the story. What you doing? I think we've got a bit more of Xavier's story to go, I have a feeling. So I don't think this is the end of it. Right, next. Oh. Actually, this could be Raphael. No, because we don't have the cutscene yet, do we? It's just still Xavier. After entering silence mode, Echo is no longer defended by the system, so Xavier transfers it out of the control panel. When I return to the vicinity of the Holy Sword of the Goddess, I realize no hunt zone number 39 is surrounded.
Captain Jenna, the data shows there's a barrier around the magnetic field overlap behind the monument. It's not a wall built with the energy that's currently in the environment. It's more like a piece of space has been cut out. What do we do?
Okay. Outside the secluded zone, the association has already set up a temporary outpost. Jenna's gaze moves from the console and lands on the giant monument that stands in stark contrast against, pardon me, the modern buildings.
The barrier's energy distribution is uneven. Prioritize finding its weakest points. Simone, what's the maximum multiplier you can boost your railgun to?
3. You said I can't exceed the safety.
Raise it to 5.
The multiplier can go up to 8.7. As long as there's an energy source worthy of this baby, I'll blast this pile of rocks to the moon.
Besides Simone, the massive rotatory cannon rises, the flowing light on its body changing from green to orange and finally a dangerous red. I look at Xavier as after he nods, I grab him and run towards the unicorn's hunters. Captain Jenna, Simone, try this. I toss over a container and Simone catches it. It's made from an unknown metal. When she opens it, an ice blue cube is revealed.
Damn, this looks
Use the
awesome.
association stabilizers to lock onto the magnetic field. Force multiple points to synchronize with this area's energy fluctuations. The barrier will have a momentary resistance to them. Then, weak points will appear. Attack immediately.
Unsurprised, Jenna looks at Xavier, then her gaze falls on me.
I'll mobilize the entire fire support of unicorns. But once this is over, I need both of you to provide a report.
The perimeter support is sufficient. Don't let other hunters enter this magnetic field overlap. Unlike the others, this place isn't harmless.
Let's go. I'll get you some of my latest gear. You'll deal lots of damage and be well protected.
Simone wraps her arms around my shoulders and starts heading towards her mobile armory.
Actually, the cannon's multiplier can go up to 13.2. Don't tell Jenna.
Get in, losers, we're going shopping. Amid urgent honking, Philos' delivery truck bursts through the barrier and stops with its rear cargo area facing us.
We're just in time. Captain, let's get going.
Jeremiah jumps down from the driver's seat and quickly opens the door in the back.
After 100 years, the backtrackers are finally working together again.
Hey.
We have to make it official.
We got the band back together, kinda, because one of them's evil. Among the vibrant flowers and plants, two mannequins are wearing brand new combat uniforms, one male, one female.
Ta-da! They're brand new Lightseeker uniforms. These are blessed equipment that enhances your strength in combat. I put my all into restoring them.
I exchange glances with Xavier. My bewilderment and helplessness are reflected in his eyes. Sullivan rubs his forehead, shakes his head, and places his hand on Isaiah's shoulder. Isaiah crosses his arms, leans against the vehicle, rolls his eyes, pretending to look at the clouds.
Peasants and their sense of ceremony.
All right, let's finalize our plan.
Sullivan approaches. Isaiah remains where he is, and Jeremiah reveals a holographic map. It's a complex of traditional buildings that extends from the Holy Sword of Goddess.
We can confirm that the magnetic field overlap behind the Holy Sword of the Goddess has Astria Knight Academy, so I marked several points that are suspected flux nexuses.
I recognize that name.
Our primary objective will be to remove the flux nexuses and send off the Philos fragment. The secondary objective will be to locate Soren. This magnetic field contains an RMFMA. After entering, we might land in different locations and we won't be able to stay in touch. If we get separated, use Astroscience Avenue as a reference point. If you're on the left side of campus, head to the clock tower. If you're on the right side, go to Knight's Hall.
Got it.
The area's energy fluctuations are forced to be at the same level. Then a sudden disturbance manifests.
A weak point has appeared.
All units, prepare to attack the target.
Massive amounts of energy coalesce into a solid beam of light. It strikes the northern western area of No-Hunt Zone number 39. Amid earth-shaking tremors, the sound of space being torn manifests as violent energy fluctuations that reach every stabilizer. Alarms sound one after another. They merge into an urgent, cacophonous song of war. We're gonna get cutscene. No. Walking through familiar scenery is something Soren has yearned for over the past 200 years. Distant buildings cast jagged shadows in the unstable space. They're like chaotic omens of a dream about to end. In front of the square, several backtrackers have gathered.
All of you are early. It seems you're just as eager as I am to go home.
The summoner finally makes his unhurried entrance. Soren sweeps his gaze around the circle of people.
Philos' spectrum positioning has been completed. It will descend soon.
Regional transplantation experiments don't require that. This isn't what you told us.
Planet transplantation has an extremely low error tolerance and strict conditions. It's impossible to accomplish through human effort alone. To put it simply, it's nothing more than pure fantasy. But what I'm doing now, the site I'm about to create, it deserves to be called an effective, perfect solution.
You used us! You...
Calm down. This isn't an era where titles and royal authority work. You need to wait. You just need to wait. I will show you true salvation and the beautiful dawn.
Oh gosh, he's sounding mad. Soren's doing great at the voice act. The voice is really good for Soren. Like, he does kind of sound off it insane. Soren has already left. His recent declaration is just an announcement. He didn't answer any follow-up questions or address any doubts, like a dictator. The backtrackers' expressions are indifferent. They blend in with the old street scenery.
Do you think Soren can do it? Or has he gone mad?
Doesn't matter. The ground beneath our feet and the scenery around us are proof.
If this is Philos, then where are the people? Why is it only buildings and objects?
Entities without a life force are the easiest to bring over through the energy exchange. Soren said, this is only temporary.
Do you really believe what he says? Even when he has never seen it himself?
Have you considered another possibility? Perhaps the Philos he summoned is nothing more than an illusion.
Deathly silence envelops the space. The thoughts wrapped in an elusive cloak is injected with lethal poison. Everyone trembles.
Maybe everything we've done was a waste of effort. We took the wrong path. We can't change anything, let alone move.
At that moment, the ground begins to shake violently. A backtracker leaps out from the swaying, collapsing building when she sees what appears her pupils contract.
The sky.
What?
There's a crack in the sky.
All gazes follow her finger. They collectively turn towards the distant corner of the sky that has been torn open like a massive wound. Ooh. I'm gonna do Bilby. I'm gonna go get my drink. Go top up my drink real quick on that note. Alright, I'm gonna go and top up my drink. we are back. Yeah, got those both on. Let's go into the next bit. Descent. Right. With the incomplete Astra, the Academy fluctuations appear in multiple locations. Isaiah surveys his surroundings, remembering where Knight's Hall should be. Sullivan runs to that place. Xavier walks out of the empty training ground. The intensified presence around his neck makes him furrow his brow. Beside the giant stone arch, Jeremiah jumps and runs towards the street. The ring in his palm flickers like the light is a person's eye.
Look,
The light.
this is my home.
When I open my eyes, I use something with a marble-like texture. To steady myself as I stand. Only then do I see that rows upon rows of polished decks and chairs lie before me. This looks like a large classroom. The pristine white walls are tall on either side of the podium's stone steps. Stand two knight statues, each wields a great sword. Phantoms wearing the knight's uniform seem to appear among the desks and chairs. They materialize in the central area used for sparring. The Moon Chaser's house. I never heard this name before, but it feels familiar as it flows from within my heart. But as the bell rings from outside, those figures tremble and fade. They transform into countless stars above the classroom. I wonder what they teach in Philos. Did Xavier sleep in class when he was in school too? Nearby, the silhouette is tall, slender. The silhouette of a tall, slender building quietly stands. It pulls my thoughts back to the meeting from 10 minutes ago. That must be a clock tower. No, it must be the clock tower. A shrill shriek suddenly echoes through the academy as several aircraft with different designs emerge from somewhere unknown. Multiple ports for weapons reveal themselves on their undersides. They flash a red light as they fly through the breach in the barrier. I guess Sauron is here. Based on Astra's unique characteristics and this magnetic field's distinctive barrier, Xavier deduced that Sauron would most likely be hiding here. And wherever Sauron is, there will inevitably be other backtrackers and even Ever's accomplices lurking in the shadows. It would be great if we could handle everything at once, but first things first. I need to avoid this aircraft and regroup with the others. Hey, my girl!
So close, those bastards.
Hey, Xavier!
Xavier, a straight-A student back to school?
I'm not the only straight-A student doing that.
I don't think the hair glitch is working here.
Wanderer's an aircraft.
Approach.
Soren really went all out.
The backtrackers should be here. They haven't appeared yet.
found a nail.
This place, the magnetic field fusion is accelerating.
Search well.
The backtrackers. Hide and don't move. I'll hold them off while you find a chance to.
No.
It's not a request.
Savior.
Whoa.
He's also here.
Go. Don't be stubborn.
Be quick. See you in 10 seconds.
Hey.
Right on time. New clock tower memory?
Since we're back at an old spot, being more dramatic is understandable.
I guess causing a commotion is the best way to commemorate going back to school.
Aww. Bodies plummet at a breakneck speed and crash into an empty corridor along with the stained glass. In the distance, a series of explosions erupts from above. Firelight streams through the broken windows and casts a glow on the far end of the hall.
Soren.
A wooden bench sits in the gloom. Soren rests on it, his gaze fixed on the wall ahead. Countless nameplates are embodied in the stone. They're flanked by extinguished light pillars that once bathed them in brilliance.
What did you do to Knight's Hall?
Soren rises from the bench and lifts his right hand to wave casually. Overwhelming energy ripples from above. From the darkness, a massive, grotesque wanderer appears. Savior!
Let's go.
Oh, I got another battle. Yeah, no, the hair glitch doesn't work on the PV. I thought it would do. I guess the newer ones don't. It did with Death and Rebirth, but that... Interesting. She didn't... Because Cilia didn't have a blonde ponytail.
I'll send it back to its world.
Oh. Why did I need to...
Let the battle begin.
Stay on your toes. It was just a scratch.
Watch out.
Eat this.
I'm just gonna get the bat to go on.
Can you keep up?
I didn't even sweat.
Don't get too close. You'll hurt yourself. Are you okay?
I was just careless.
Comet Trail.
I'll use this move then.
Be careful not to get hit. Watch out. This won't be easy. Its original form is in the mirror. It won't attack.
There we go.
Don't push yourself too hard.
I can still do this.
There we go. I've got it on auto now.
Find the mirror it's in and break it. We can resonate now.
Swords of the Stars!
We must always point in the same direction. It's time.
Here we go.
The enemies are weak. Now's our chance.
Light, shine down upon me.
Here I come. Pay attention to its moves.
I see its weak point. My turn.
Watch out. It's getting back up. Keep up the momentum. Step back. Be careful not to get hit. Careful. Keep a distance. It's time.
There we go.
Here we go.
Don't rush.
Light, shine down upon me.
Here I come. Pay attention to its moves.
I see its weak point.
End it.
I'll show you.
Step back. It's time.
Here we go.
The enemies are
perfect.
There we go. Nice. Alright. Oh, goodness. Right. I had a bit of confusion with my mouse there as well. The Wanderer collapses to the ground. The energy particles cascade like a waterfall as they dissipate. The faint flickering glow dimly illuminates a nameplate on the wall. A light more binding than a fluorescent glow flashes before the wooden bench. The blade pierces Soren's clothing just below his ribs. It grazes across his waist as he pins him to the ground. He's forced to kneel.
Astria Knight Academy's Flux Nexus. Tell me where it is.
The passage has already been opened. Soon, I'll take everyone home. Philos' descent can't be stopped, Xavier. No matter how powerful you are, you're still a human. And humans can't play tug-of-war with the power of an entire planet.
Humanity's strength is more than enough to bring you down.
Isn't it pointless?
Isn't the self-destruct module in the suppressor pointless?
The self-destruct module?
When you modified it, you intended to use it at a critical moment. Isn't this the perfect time?
You think I won't activate it?
Defiant, Soren's forces himself to stand. He's clutching a chip between his rigid fingers. I rush forward, but when I see Xavier shake his head slightly, I force myself to stop.
What are you waiting for?
I'm waiting for the last moment. I'll let you witness the moment of my victory. I saved Philos when no one else could. I killed the unkillable Xavier. These represent my crowning victory.
Oh gosh.
I'm not going to wait with you. Activate the self-destruct module or die by my sword. Pick one.
His fingers nervously twitch the chip, deforming several times, yet it returns to its original shape when his grip loosens. After several breaths, it's unclear whether he'll be destroyed by the pressure or Xavier's sword. I hear a soft click. The chip is on the ground, yet the sound of its fall is clear and distinct.
You're not as insane as you think you are.
Don't look at me like that. You two and your teacher. You looked at all of us with that same expression. It's as if commoners like us were worthy of encouragement once we entered the Astria Knight Academy. As if we deserved some pity.
My teacher?
Someone who dedicated everything to a corrupt royal family. Someone who can't see how commoners bear the burden of Philos' sins. The grandest knight of the kingdom and Astria. Bathed in glory. A role model I admired and revered.
Oh gosh, Soren.
A rotten Philos like this is beyond redemption.
And please die. Xavier's silent figure suddenly turns fierce, but when his blade presses down, his restraints He restrains his
He was
anger.
the type to prepay tuition for students with financial difficulties. Have you forgotten what you said when you first entered the academy?
I still had faith back then. I believed in you, him, the king, but all of you destroyed our trust again and again. Even the backtrackers never treated me as a real member.
You used to be the smartest person in the backtrackers.
Of course. You don't need to tell me that.
The backtrackers aren't a squadron of knights. We didn't recruit people based on the roles they could fulfill.
Exactly.
You have a mind that surpasses most. Yet you were willing to conduct feasibility trials for our undeveloped ideas. Maybe you forgot that the people who invited you to be our companion were us.
So what? Isn't it more ironic that you're bringing this up now? You were the first to invite me, and the first to cast me aside. And now, I can do what you can't.
You still don't get it.
Soren is so cocky, man. I wonder as dying shrieks echo from the other side of the magnetic field, my tense body finally relaxes. It looks like the others' battle has ended as well. Xavier turns his head slightly and glances outside. His gaze is serene.
The backtrackers don't lack strength. They don't lack wisdom either. What everyone needed was a companion on the same wavelength, not a nifty gadget. You didn't need to prove that you were a useful tool.
Savior, are you throwing pity at me again? I hate the way you look at everyone. It's like they're nothing but nuts. You!
What? His aggressive words are cut short by the heavy blow. Xavier tosses the unconscious Saren onto the bench and cleans his sword. Well, Soren's lost it. I doubt we can get anything useful out of him. The magnetic field here is too chaotic. My evil can only faintly sense the flux nexus. Let's try following Jeremiah's lead instead.
No need. I think I know where it is.
Oh? A flat, wide avenue stretches in front of the clock tower. Knight sculptures holding long swords stand on both sides. I can't remember its name, but my body recalls the sensation of running here countless times. I hear footsteps behind me. It's Jeremiah and the other two. They're looking somewhat worse for
There
wear.
was some big guy ready to ambush us in Knight's Hall. Good thing the three of us aren't pushovers. We killed it.
Only Sullivan and I were doing the fighting.
I threw a bunch of bombs at it. They served as a distraction.
We checked 2 possible Flux Nexus locations along the way. Neither of them were real.
After confirming that none of them are seriously injured, Xavier nods and turns towards the end of the long street.
Astria's Flux Nexus is the holy sword of the goddess.
What?
Whoa.
Soren, that damn mutt. How much humiliation do we have to go through before he's satisfied?
Oh wow.
The most dangerous bomb was hidden in the safest place all along.
Let's go. We'll destroy it and send Astria back.
Wait! Xavier! Are you really going to destroy the monument? Can you still call yourself a Grandest Knight?
Oh, come
The
on.
Holy Sword of the Goddess isn't just a symbol of Astria Knight Academy. It's the royal family's greatest honor. Have you forgotten what it represents?
This man drives me insane.
Calm down. You look like a goose that lost a fight and got its feathers plucked.
You and Soren can die together.
Oh, shush. It's unclear whether Jeremiah is restraining Isaiah or Isaiah is overpowering Jeremiah, but the two of them have started brawling off to the side.
Is destroying the monument the only way?
The knights who protected Philos left behind their swords and beliefs. It wasn't so that the future generations could admire their glory. The only legacy the monument must remember is the duty to protect. Destroying it is also for that sake.
I understand.
I have no objections.
He's in a lot of pain. And she was like, ow. I'm in pain. The Holy Sword of the Goddess didn't manifest by chance. It serves as an anchor point for the magnetic field and no hunt zone 39, but its energy is too strong. The monument from within Astria seems gentler. Energy condenses into a halo that surrounds it. Xavier takes my hand and we walk towards it.
From now on, the Sword of Traceback doesn't serve kings or nations. It fulfills one's choices.
The choice we made? Xavier, whatever choice you made is the best one. Oh, stop. He tightly holds my hand, then his grip loosens, his gesture shifting from a firm clasp to gentle support. Even as my palm touches the monument, Xavier doesn't let go. Instead, he covers the back of my hand. Together, the Holy Sword witnesses us.
Your Majesty.
Is that the first time he's called her that? No way! Wrapped in energy, I can no longer hear his whispers, despite how close he is. But I understand that it's time. Resonate. Let's go! Energy fluctuations fluctuates violently as the Holy Sword blazes with brilliant light. At the same time, a terrifying energy comes crashing down on us with overwhelming force. Instinctively, I gather my own power to resist it. Our resonance that was dismantling the Holy Sword falters.
Don't stop. Leave it to me.
I withdraw my power and focus on dismantling the Holy Sword. I'm no longer distracted by the energy that has suddenly surged. Even with my eyes closed at that very moment, when the statue breaks, I feel myself in body and soul being engulfed by light. An unimaginable energy hurricane is intercepted. It should have burst forth with an impact powerful enough to level everything. Only then do I realize that the power confronting this terrifying energy is familiar. Is Xavier's evil. Xavier.
I'm here.
Yes! The light hasn't faded yet. I feel around for Xavier's hand. I don't even dare to let go for a second. Memories shimmering with light flood in together. With the warmth of his in my hand, they become the final gift the Holy Sword bestows upon me. Oh, hell yeah! Oh. Oh. It's not until the no hunt zone's distinctive smell penetrates my nostrils that I open my eyes. The first thing I see is Xavier's pale complexion and his bare neck. Are you okay? Your suppressor.
The energy blockage caused by the planet's descent being interrupted was enough to destroy all of Lincoln. I had no choice but to use brute force, and I could only use that power without the suppressor. I can thank Soren for this. Otherwise, it would have been impossible to easily destroy the suppressor.
Hell yes! With my support, Xavier stands up and leans on his sword. The pain furrows in his brow quickly smoothed out. The Holy Sword has dissipated, and the others stare blankly at the Astria Knight Academy as it slowly cracks. But as Xavier raises his sword to his chest, the others immediately become solemn.
By the stars above.
Jeremiah, Isaiah, and Sullivan mimic his pose as if in silent mourning, yet it's also like a solemn salute.
In the 215th year since leaving our homeland, Operation Backtrack's second protocol has failed due to force majeure. Traceback 2's core has been destroyed. A return voyage is impossible. Our next step is to initiate the third protocol. We shall seek the power of limited backtracking to ensure Philos returns to a time when its core had yet to be extinguished.
The last traces of the magnetic field disperse. The energy fluctuations are also quiet.
With the stars as our witness, and light-seeking as our testament, we swear before Astria's glory, we have never betrayed our original purpose.
We have never betrayed.
May Philos prosper under eternity's divine gaze.
May Philos prosper under eternity's divine gaze.
Like an ethereal dream reaching its end, Philos dissolves into scattering specks of light. It's like the stars are returning to where they came from. The Backtracker's oath is solemn yet tinged in hoarseness. Only I and the wounded land saw it. The last energy particles drift before dissipating at Xavier's fingertips. Oh, that's sad. That's kind of like, oh, hello, 3 days later. Tires scrape the ground and stir up wind as a somewhat weathered 310 HM. Okay, I just learned that was her the name of MC's motorbike. I thought it was like some speed limit thing. Carries me and its driver through the city's long streets. The red light appears. Xavier and I move in perfect sync. As we pull up our helmet's visors and look at the large screen in the square across from us.
The abnormal phenomena frequently occurring in Lincoln have been reported worldwide. No casualties reported as of. The large-scale energy fluctuation from 3 days ago was not a Wanderer outbreak. Experts believe it might be related to the Deepspace tunnel.
Pedestrians discuss among themselves, which gives rise to more urban legends. They're unaware that it was a heart-stopping night. The abnormal magnetic fluctuation hasn't completely disappeared.
No matter how powerful Soren is, he couldn't possibly cause a commotion this big. He probably just took advantage of this anomaly.
How is he? Is he still refusing to talk to you guys?
Yeah. Don't worry. Isaiah will keep a close eye on him. Light's about to turn green.
He pulls down his helmet visor, and I can faintly hear him muttering about why we're not using my new motorcycle instead. You promised to collect me the whole HM series. Surely the talented Crown Prince of Philos, Grandest Knight, and Star Hunter's Perfect wouldn't go back on his word.
I'm blaming Isaiah for this. You better stay away from him.
You're right, he's having a bad influence. Are you ordering me around? Are you ordering me around?
It's a suggestion.
My status is special, so I'll consider suggestions like that based on my mood. We gotta go. OMC, you don't know how special you are, girl. Within No Hunt Zone number 39, hardly any traces are visible aside from the impact caused by the Holy Sword's energy burst. Looking somewhat melancholic, Xavier crouches down and touches the grass. If you're upset, you can cry. No one else is here.
Oh, you're visiting the graves too?
Oh gosh. Cleaned up, the familiar small truck looks brand new. 2 people get out of the vehicle and each of them is carrying 2 pots of fresh flowers.
Whose graves are you visiting?
The homeland I can't return to. Of course, visiting the graves isn't the right way to put it, but I can't think of anything else right now.
He's the one who insisted on being here, not me.
With 2 more people and several more pots of flowers, the no-hunt zone now looks like a campground. Jeremiah is curiously walking around the pile of scorched earth that was left behind by the monument.
There seems to be something here. I can't pull it out. Sully, come here.
As Sullivan reaches into the pile, Xavier and I move closer. Puzzled, we watch. As the soil moves away to reveal a section of metal, it doesn't look new. Sullivan is having trouble too. Let me try.
We might have missed a flux nexus. I'll handle this.
While I place my hand on it, Xavier has already reached out. With a single touch, I can feel the soil around the object loosening. Xavier frowns and places his hand over mine. Together we grasp the metal and strain to pull it out. A sword! Hey! It's such a big...
sword.
No. Oh no, 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 no.
Jeremiah's expression transforms into one of horror and disbelief.
Isn't this the legendary king's sword that's depicted in the mural at Knight's Hall?
At the end of the universe's collapse, dawn's light lingers in the darkness. To you, O Philos, created all the stars and the graveyard of souls. The stars have crowned a king to escape the curse of time. Decay falls at the end of a star's descent. Redemption blooms at the hem of a new dawn. And that light is eternity. Alright, we've got 10 more minutes. We're going to jump into another chat. The abnormal magnetic fields in Lincoln are rapidly diminishing, and the situation's threat level has been downgraded from critical. The sword left behind from the Holy Sword of the Goddess hasn't shown any abnormalities, but we remain vigilant. Jeremiah is keeping it sealed for now. And thanks to Sullivan's intel, Xavier has begun searching for backtrackers who weren't involved in this incident. Across the universe, the oath witnessed by the Holy Sword will fall into the heart of every backtracker with starlight.
According to the reports, Taurus recently discovered a fragment of a mysterious relief depicting a human face on Wave Chaser Island. It's just off the coast of Verona. Experts from the Institute of Cultural Artifacts have concluded that the relief fragments most likely belong to the underwater ruins that were discovered in 2034. After a decade, relics supposedly from Lemuria have resurfaced, which have sparked intense online discussions.
We've entered the Raphael
Experts state
portion.
that further verification is needed to confirm whether the fragments truly belong to Lemuria.
Speaking of which, does Lemuria actually exist? Many years have passed since the initial discovery, but the research hasn't gotten far.
Maybe Lemuria is a seed from an alternate dimension. Aliens are implanting their civilization into Earth.
Gosh.
That relief fragment looks old, though. Do aliens like that?
According to the analysis, there's a 34.3% chance it's from an alien civilization, and a 58.8% chance it's a Lemurian artifact.
Whoa. So you're saying there might be Lemurians living among us? Would they look exactly like humans?
Hello, Raphael.
From an evolutionary and ecological standpoint, a humanoid form is the most suitable choice for the current world. But
maybe they're human during the day, and at night they transform into mermaids that soak in bathtubs.
Lemurians need seawater and deep sea pressure. An ordinary bathtub probably won't.
The discussion behind me grows increasingly off topic. I clear my throat twice and turn my chair around. Did you finish your follow-up observation reports on the magnetic field anomalies?
There were more from other areas just 2 hours ago. My data entries are endless.
Don't even mention the reports. My fragile heart can't take anymore. I need a massage for my mind, body, and spirit.
The news channel is turned off and the chatter ends. Even though I can no longer hear any discussions about Lemuria, a faint curiosity still lingers in my mind. Come to think of it, didn't Raphael say he was going to Verona a while ago? If I'm not mistaken, that was before the anomalies appeared. Is it just a coincidence? The Association's Verona branch submitted a special report during the most critical moment of Lincoln's recent crisis. It was buried under countless regional magnetic fluctuations. Reports and initially didn't attract any attention. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried. Whenever I scroll down past discussions about Lemuria, I think of Raphael. He's been quiet while Lemuria faces the storm of public scrutiny. It's as if he disappeared. I look through the missions related to Lincoln's magnetic field anomalies again. There isn't anything that requires my immediate attention. I refresh the page and open the detailed report about Verona once more. Okay, interesting. I wondered if we were going to get into it in this part. Willful City! We're on a cruise. Since Verona's offshore areas experience some magnetic fields, transportation between Wave Chaser Island and the mainland has been suspended. I board the ferry prepared by the association and facing the sea breeze called Raphael.
The number you dialed is busy right now. Please try again later.
Oh, goodness sake. This sounds too much like Raphael. Try again.
The call has been connected. Raphael will serve you now.
The operator needs to be fired. I started a video call, so why did you switch to a normal phone call?
The signal here is terrible, which means video calls will lag. And what if you see me looking like a hot mess? You take a picture and make fun of me.
Mrs. Fish. Who was the one who started that, though? I'm just following your example.
Anyway, did something happen? Why are you calling me?
I look like a hot mess I can't carry around with. Why do I hear waves in the background?
Good question. But first, why do I hear waves on your end? I knew I couldn't hide it from you, though. I was planning to call you after you finished work. I didn't expect you to beat me to it.
You're, you're at Wave Chaser Island, right? Hello? You're cutting in and out. I can't hear you. Hello? Oh. Raphael's call ends abruptly. I try calling him again, but it doesn't connect.
The number you dialed is busy right now. Please try again later.
It's actually voicemail this time. Before I know it, the boat is already in the waves where the magnetic field anomalies were detected. Call service disappears. I try opening several message apps only to see that the network is down. The impact is this severe? The situation is worse than what the Verona branch reported. If the signal is completely gone, Wave Chaser Island will be isolated from the outside world. And if there's an emergency, watching the signal bars fluctuate, my brow furrows. I look at the somewhat artificial island that's visible in the distance. The wind and waves are intensifying.
We have arrived at Wave Chaser Port. Passengers, please gather on the main deck if you wish to disembark.
In the evening, the ferry docks at Wave Chaser Port. Aside from the ferry, the other ships are moored. Words like Gaia Biotech are printed on them, of course. A coastline where the relief fragment was discovered has been sealed off with protective barriers. Inside, a group of researchers wearing Gaia biotech gear has gathered. It looks like legitimate scientific fieldwork. Gaia biotech? Why are Ever's people here? As the only passenger, I disembark under the watchful eye of the crew. My colleagues stationed on the island walk towards me.
Gaia biotech personnel sealed off the area where fragments were found. We can't investigate it for now.
Do they have a research permit?
They got it yesterday. I heard they had to negotiate with the archaeological team from the Institute of Cultural Artifacts for a while.
Vultures, huh? They start running as soon as they hear of something.
Supposedly, Ever challenged the archaeological team's findings and claimed their results were inconclusive due to the abnormal magnetic fields.
I hate Ever.
And Ever possesses the most advanced protocore equipment that can be used for scientific research in any environment.
So they're lying. I circle the barrier, make my way to a station of water, and then activate my hunter's watch. The readings hover at a delicate threshold and slightly increase as I move closer to the ocean. Magnetic fluctuations focal point isn't on the shore.
In coastal areas, anomalous situations at sea aren't uncommon. We have plenty of experience dealing with them. However, this one is unusual. What everyone's most worried about is whether there's a risk of triggering tsunamis and other disasters.
It's possible. Have hunters from your branch recently collected precise measurements from the sea?
Gaia Biotech closed off the relevant zone for that. They claim it's necessary for their scientific expedition preparations.
Of course they did. Really? Do they have that kind of authority?
It's mentioned in their permit.
That they got like a day ago? The abnormal magnetic field readings are stable now. It'd be inappropriate to interfere. I'll stay behind under the pretense of risk prevention.
Okay, I'll head back and submit the report.
The Verona hunter jogs away only to return moments later.
I almost forgot. Because of the magnetic field anomalies, the island's cell service has been kind of bad.
You figure.
If the comms channels don't work, you can find me at the port. You can also toss a bottle into the ocean or use seagulls to deliver messages.
She leaves with a laugh that perfectly captures the island's unique charm. I slowly raise my head to look at the seagull circling overhead. How am I going to contact Raphael now? By seagull? I never tried it before. Well, here goes nothing. With no one around, I raise my hand and extend my index finger. I pretend to be a tree branch. 10 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute, the seagulls continue to circle in the air to mock me with their harsh critic sports. I lost my mind. Seagulls won't land on the trees. I should have pretended to be a rock. See, what are you doing? The seagull's laughter becomes louder. Do I have to throw him a message in a bottle? As I struggle, the seagulls suddenly adopt frustration and fly behind me. I watch them as they move. Raphael! Waves lap at my heels. The seagulls dive down and the shadow cast by their wings sweeps across his hair and eyelashes.
They delivered your message ages ago, cutie.
Oh. Raphael snaps his fingers. In a perched seagull picks up something from his palm before departing. Why do they land on you when you pretend to be a tree branch?
You don't need to go that far. Just feed them. I've been doing it for 2 weeks, and even the super dumb seagulls know obedience means getting food.
I act as if nothing happened and quickly walk to him. How long have you been standing there?
Ever since you decided to be a cute tree branch.
You were there the whole time?
Yup. I didn't expect the waves to deliver you so quickly. I thought I was seeing things.
If I weren't concerned that something happened to you, I'd still be in Lincoln with the mountings of work.
What could possibly happen to me? I doubt the locals would kidnap me and, you know, lock me in a dark room until I finish 100 paintings.
I've got several seconds that I turn around and pretend to leave. Since you're fine, I'm going back to work.
Hey, wait.
It's like, no. The seagull falls. The seagull food falls to the ground as Raphael grabs my backpack strap. My departure fails, and I take 2 steps back. I ended up being closer to him. He was so needy.
It's getting dark. What work do you have to do?
I need to mess with Gaia Biotech or sneak past their barriers. That sort of thing. I'm extremely busy. Seagulls gather at our feet to eat. Raphael remains silent for a moment in the noisy sea wind. His expression gradually becomes serious.
Ever won't let anyone in.
Oh, you sound certain. It's almost like you have some insider information.
The relief fragment isn't from this seabed. It belongs to Whalefall City.
We are back to the investigation. Whalefall City? Whalefall. Its relationship with Lemuria must be extraordinary. Is it related to those Lemurian ruins that were discovered in 2034?
That was Whalefall Acropolis. Although we used to live there, it's not a royal capital. After all these years, this is the first time Lemurians have discovered artifacts from it.
There was nothing for who knows how long, and then it was discovered. You weren't aware of Whalefall City being hidden in the seabed?
For Lemurians, the ocean holds no secrets. And there's no sea on this planet that bears a trace of Whalefall City. Legend says it was torn away from Lemuria one day. It vanished from our world.
So, you're saying Whalefall City doesn't exist in the dimension we're in right now? Oh, not this again.
More or less. When the relief fragments appeared, the Lemurians in Verona checked the seabed. There was a small section of structures belonging to an unknown civilization emerging from the seabed, but they couldn't approach it.
Raphael crouches down and shakes the food out of the box so the seagulls have an easier time eating.
Gaia Biotech has been here for 3 days. They've run themselves ragged trying to get into Whalefall City. Of course, they always come back empty-handed. To enter Whalefall City, you need to use more mysterious, ancient, devout methods.
Sacrifices. Human sacrifice. Seagulls tear apart the empty food box. After a burst of chaotic flapping, they leave. It sounds like you know how to get into Whalefall City.
I'm still unsure about it, but I believe it won't reject its actual citizens.
Full moon rises and the tide has arrived at some point. The waves soak our calves. The coldness reaches the soles of my feet and spreads throughout my body. I want to keep thinking, yet I can't help but shiver. Just cold. Raphael's hand quickly slides to my waist and he leads me to the shore.
It's almost time. Do you want to attend a ceremony with me?
Now?
Yes, now.
It's like, come on, bro. Raphael brings me to the car beside the road, opens the passenger door, and places his hand against it. He tilts his head as if to invite
It's
me.
a remarkable ceremony in various myths. And maybe it's perfect for the legendary Whalefall City.
Hey! I think it's good to finish off the story there. We're on the cusp of the Raphael one. So next stream, we will start through the Raphael stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed this stream, and I will see you guys in the next one, hopefully on Sunday. I think if we're going by the pattern, of intermediate streaming. I'll be doing one on Sunday.